monthly budget to try to go over rather than a debt payoff. As always, do their side and then my side. I will try to stay as close to the amount that they spend every month as possible. So the first thing they have written here is fun spending. Okay, and that amount is $250. Is tithing, and that is $400 a month. Rent, no, sorry, they have it listed as a debt, and it is for $800 per month. I'm not sure what that debt is. It could be a vehicle, a loan, a credit card. So then they have their rent, which is $1,000. We have food, and that they spend $350. I believe this was a couple, but I'm not 100% sure how many people this is for. Bills are listed as $600. Gas for $200. Savings, which I'm happy to see. Savings, and they have that at $20, which I'm not so happy to see. Then we have taxes. So I'm not sure if this is some kind of tax bill or they are content creators, so they might be putting aside every month for their taxes. This is their total for here, what we're spending. So I'm not sure if that's their entire income, but we're gonna use that number as the number to try to stick close to. So if it was me, the way I would change it, because I would change a few things. The first thing is the spending for fun. I know that is important. So I would never take it all the way out, but it should not be more than what you're spending. What you're saving. So this I'm going to change to 170. I feel like that's still reasonable to have some fun and do some things, but it's not, we have to cut back somewhere, and this is a place to cut back. So the next thing I notice is that they are tithing, which I understand that's a personal choice. In my opinion, and this is strictly my opinion, when you are in debt, when you are trying to get ahead, giving to others should not be a priority on your list. So I would take that and I would make that a 0. And that is not in any kind of judgment. It's just you have debts here that are probably large. You have bills to pay. You have your savings at barely $20 a month. So tithing $400 a month, that is something that you should be doing when your financial picture is in a place where you can actually do that. And to me, this does not look that way. So the next one is the debt. I up that to $1,000 from the $800. Next is the rent. That, of course, is what it is. So that stays at the $1,000. $350 for food. So I'm going to keep that also the same. That sounds very much like a realistic food budget. And next we have the bills. So that's $600. And again, reasonable. And they didn't break it down, so I'm just going to keep it at the $600. The same goes for the gas. I think this is a 2-income household, so they are going to work and using gas. Realistic way of spending, $200 a month there. And here is where we are going to make a change. Savings. So they save $20 a month. And any savings is savings. But when you're giving away $400 of your money, so savings, I would up that to $300 a month. For the taxes, I left that alone as well because I'm not sure what those are for. So like I said, just a few changes, and your financial picture will look entirely different in just a few months if you stop saving such a minor amount and make it something more substantial. $300 a month, we could put that towards the debt. We could put that towards the taxes. If you wanted to use some of your savings for that, you could. So I just don't think that giving money to others when you are essentially struggling yourself, and I assume there is a struggle or there would be no videos on YouTube about what you're spending. So I think getting that $400 into a place that helps you along is much better use of it. So make sure that you have a shirt to give before you give it to others. My total is exactly $39.70. I just allocated this to more convenient places that will actually move their financial picture forward. If you think about it, if you save $20 a month, so the savings here is $240 a year. That's not going to do much if you, for instance, need your brakes fixed, or if you suddenly need to take a trip for a family crisis. Anything of substantial need, this amount of savings is not going to cover it. The savings of $300 every month rather than give it away, the savings is substantially different. We're talking $3,600 per year. That is money that can actually do something for you. And this is where I would go, because again, we need to have emergency funds. We need to have a place to go if something happens and we're not prepared. This is unprepared. This is prepared. And if you have $3,600 at the end of the year, then you could give $1,000 into your tithing, or you could give $600 into the tithing to still contribute. It's just not as much because you have to put your own interests above all else to make sure that you have what you need when you need it. There is no point in trying to help others if you cannot help yourself. It's the typical put the air mask on before you try to help other people put theirs on. And make sure that you are making decisions that benefit you and make your picture stronger, your financial picture stronger. So those are my suggestions for this monthly budget I came across. I hope that you enjoyed, and I hope you learned something, and please do comment below. Let me know what you think.
Engaging regularly with your vision book can also spark innovative ideas and reveal new pathways to achieving your goals. This book is a catalyst to lasting change and attracting the positivity you need to invigorate and enlighten yourself. Don't forget to subscribe.